So all the Steam Deck players that only put in $399 want to show up to the party and try to tell me, the guy that paid $650 plus tax, how I should feel about my experience on a product they couldn't even afford.
So basically what you're saying is, if I bought the same thing as you, but it just happens to be the cheaper model, even if there's practically no other difference besides storage, I'm not allowed to comment on your own opinion. Okay then.
Now, that might sound classist or elitist, but that's like going to the guy that bought a BMW as you sit in your Toyota Camry and you're talking shit about how he should feel about the problems he's facing on that product.
Oh yes, because we all know that a BMW and the Toyota Camry is pretty much the exact same car, except one's better than the other. It's totally not made by two separate companies that are made for different purposes. It would have made just as much sense if you compared the Steam Decks to a Xbox Series S and a PS5.
When you approach things at a certain level and you buy the best of something and there are problems and you mention those problems, if you haven't arrived at an equivalent level, you have no seat at the table to start talking, running your mouth, or thinking you have any opinion about how that person should feel at that price range.
What's funny about that is that the Steam Decks all have the exact same capabilities, as they have the exact same specs minus the storage. And oh, but the 512GB has the anti-glare etched glass. Oh, but the thing is, I can literally grab that off of iFixit and install it into my own Steam Deck. And I can have my own anti-edge glass. And I can go out and get a 1TB SSD and install that into the thing. And it'll be superior to the 512GB for much cheaper. I would get your point if the Steam Decks are drastically different from each other, like the Xbox Series S's to the Xbox Series X. But no, literally the only difference, besides other things, is storage.
I think it's a very important distinction that we make about the Steam Deck, that I was at the highest price point, and most of the people buying the Steam Deck are at the entry-level lowest point with the 64GB version, okay? So before people want to try to talk shit or come at me or feel like my take was bad, two things you've got to remember. One, I likely paid more than you did, so I have a reason to be more upset.
That's on you for not doing this groundbreaking revelation known as research.
And two, it's my opinion. If I don't like the fucking product, I don't have to, right? And if you want to sit here and trash somebody's opinion, keep that same fucking energy when it happens to you.
That's the first logical thing he said, and that's the end of the video. Bro, what? Hey, Carma here. Oh my god, it's been too long since I said that. And today, I'm finally back in like a hot minute. You know, I just took a short break, that's all. So I was watching a video by Klutzy King 552 about Quantum TV's shitty ass take on the Steam Deck, and I'm like, okay, I really want to put in my 2 cents, so I resurrected myself from the dead, and now I'm here, sitting at the same desk I've been at for years, on the same computer, on a new operating system, on a new video editor because I'm on a new operating system, so that's gonna be fun. From this very picture, take a guess what operating system I'm using. Anyone who gets it right, I'm gonna heart your comment. Now, enough foreplay, because it's time to show you the real meat and potatoes to this whole video, because what I showed you prior was just the appetizer. So today we're gonna be looking at the Steam Deck is overhyped by Quantum TV. Yay. You can really tell that he's completely serious because he's got an angry face emoji and an angry swearing emoji. Without further ado, let's get into this.
So I just got the Steam Deck and I literally already hate it, like to no end. The first thing I hate about this product is that literally the screen gets ridiculously hot for no apparent reason.
What? A device that conducts heat gets hot? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? What's funny is that he focuses on the screen temperature when I bet you the majority of the time he barely uses the screen for input, because if anything you'd be using the trackpads or joysticks to move your cursor around when you're using desktop mode. In my experience, I'm not really all that bothered with the heat on the Steam Deck, because the most time I feel it is if I intentionally put my hands on the back of the Steam Deck when I'm like lounging in my bed or just chilling around the house. When I'm playing a game, I literally don't feel the heat at all on the controls. Personally, it getting a bit hot is a nitpick to me, and that's it, a nitpick. It's not like an issue, an objective issue that makes the Steam Deck worse or anything. It's just my subjective opinion that I don't really like it being as hot. But at least I can commend Valve by making it to where at least the controls manage to stay cool.
I mean, I get it. It's a device. It's going to contain heat. But it gets like, it feels like when a phone is overheating way too much. The other problem is it doesn't just snap into keyboard mode. I'll show you. Like if you type the web browser, right, on some big brain shit, okay, it doesn't just pull up the keyboard. You've got to hit the Steam button and the X button to pull up a keyboard, which isn't broadly advertised anywhere.
The greatest challenge known to man, pressing 2 buttons to open up a virtual keyboard. Honestly, this is only an issue on the desktop version, and I'm pretty sure Valve's trying to work on that to be a bit more seamless, but like, it's just 2 buttons. Who cares? Literally on gaming mode, it pulls up automatically because it's tailor-made for the Steam Deck. Plus, if you were to like play a Steam game that doesn't have native controller support, but has community controls, or is at least listed as playable because you need a keyboard on some specific area, Valve will specifically tell you how to pull up the keyboard in the game, and if you hold the Steam button for a few seconds, it will pull up all the prompts and shortcuts you can use by pressing the Steam button and another input. And guess what? It tells you how to open up the keyboard. Oh, but I don't think you're going to hold the Steam button. I think I'll find that too challenging of a task.
So you have to figure out like, what the hell? 90% of the time, I'm trying to download EmuDeck, which is supposed to be the way you like emulate all this shit, okay? And the most annoying thing is I hit the download button and it supposedly downloads. If you hit the download app, you're supposed to be able to click this folder, okay? And it's supposed to take you to an install folder, except I don't have one. All I keep getting is this bullshit right here, this emulate desktop. You click it, and all it does is give you fucking code.
It's a desktop app, so you have to move it to the desktop folder. You would have known that if you scrolled down the EmuDeck website and read.
Dude, I have no interest in code. I never want to learn code. I couldn't care less about code, right? And I don't know how to I don't know shit about Linux, right? And as a regular user, right? Like I'm just a normal consumer. I'm not like some fucking computer guru that does this shit. I have no interest in this, right? So this is annoying for me at this point because it's like, okay, I want to emulate. Way harder to do this shit than just buying an actual fucking computer. And I got the 512 gigabyte version, so this shit cost about as much as a normal fucking computer would, give or take a couple $100. Like, I just make it make sense. This shit is harder to emulate.
I mean, it is pretty hard if you go out of your way to not follow any instructions whatsoever. And if you really want to emulate the more traditional way, I would say, in a lack of a better term, you can go onto the Discover app to download each emulator separately and configure them all to make them work well on the Steam Deck yourself, much like an actual PC. Wow!
And it's not as compatible as a PC would be. Like, you can literally get yourself a fucking OLED laptop, plug in your fucking controller wirelessly or plugged in, literally go download off of the internet any emulation you want. You can use RetroArch, whatever the fuck, And you don't have to do half of this shit on a much bigger screen with a bigger battery capacity that can hold so much shit and hook up to big screens without any extra accessories. Like, who the fuck buys this shit and thinks this is good? Like,
I don't know, like, if you literally, like, go through, like, the EmuDeck website and literally go through the pages to literally find out how to set it up, then you'll literally have an easier time literally emulating your literal games. Did I say literally, like, too much, or do I need to literally say literally more?
Like, I mean, I guess maybe if you're one of those people that, like, have, like, a phobia of computers, Windows, I don't know, but this shit sucks. Like, bro, like, the stupid-ass trackpad, like, I'm not feeling any of this right now. Like, is it just me? Maybe. It's a wildly popular device, but I really, honestly, bro, like, I can't get on this right now. Like, I'm so annoyed, because just the basic using of this device is so, like, stressful that it's just like, bro, like, I don't fuck with it. I just don't. Like, if you're somebody who wants a plug-and-play experience because you work a hard job, and you travel a lot, and you're just trying to go from point A to point B out of airport terminals, and you don't have the fucking patience to sit here and try to troubleshoot shit like this, like, I should be able to just click this fucking folder, and all it does is install. I shouldn't have to jump into fucking root folders and learn code and all of this shit. Like, it's infuriating, because now I've got to go on Steam, try to get some fucking refund or some shit. It's annoying.
If you wanted to get the Steam Deck for a plug-and-play experience, you wouldn't even bother going out of your way to tinker and mess with the Steam Deck to do things that it could do, but was not optimized to do.
or I have to sit here and punish myself to learn how to use their fucking garbage device because they couldn't be bothered to make it user-friendly. Bro, like, I'm so over it. Like, to say I'm annoyed is beyond an understatement. Like, it's bullshit, dude. Like, it should be plug and play. And so for that alone, I haven't heard a damn review talk about this. I haven't seen a single setup run into this. Everybody's doing 30 fucking minute videos on this damn thing, on how easy and how great it is to emulate everything. Bro, buy a fucking computer, bro.
Oh man, you're the only one that ever faced that issue? I don't know what to tell you, man. Also, if you claim to watch a whole bunch of videos that tells you about how great EmuDeck is and how great the emulation is on the Steam Deck, I'm pretty sure, like, most of them, if not all of them, straight up tells you how to install and use EmuDeck with no bullshit.
Just buy a computer. It is easier than doing this shit right here. This is hard. Like, I mean, I really don't know my ass from my elbow with this fucking thing. And again, this isn't some, like, pompous review of some guy who, like, knows computers inside or out. This is an everyday, like, I'm just a person that bought this fucking thing whimsically, okay, trying it out for the first fucking time, and I'm not having a good time. This is not a fun fucking experience, okay?
Dude literally bought a Steam Deck without knowing what he's getting into.
If all you want to do is play your Steam games, by the way, you can't even do that shit because they're not even all supported. Black levels are also fantastic, as you can clearly see, with all the great black in the world.
For being a guy who works with TVs, I'm surprised that you didn't expect that from an LCD screen.
Out of 96 games that I own, only 25 are great on Steam Deck. I mean, like, it's a joke. It's literally a fucking joke. They try to make it seem like this will be every bit as good as a PC. You literally just buy a fucking computer for about the same price as this shit, okay? And you can not only play every fucking game in your Steam library, but in addition to every game running without compatibility issues.
Blame the developers for not even putting effort into Linux, not into Valve for trying to push Linux.
You literally have easier emulation options. I genuinely do not understand this fucking product or who it was meant for. Like, because if it's supposed to be a portable PC on the go, be a goddamn portable PC on the go. Don't be like, oh, we're a computer so long as shit goes your way. Like,
but that's literally how computers work. Like, they only work if you bothered to put in the programs, or if somebody else managed to bother to put in the programs.
As you saw, I couldn't get past the fucking K-Write or whatever it was. I don't even know what the fuck that is, dude. Just open up the fucking program and download it. I hit download. It should be as simple as I open up the folder, hit install, it runs the shit and it's done. It didn't do it that way. And now I'm sitting here, I can't emulate. I only got 25 of my actual fucking games I can play. The screen over fucking heats. I mean, the fans are noisy as shit. It's a bullshit trackpad. which, okay, you know that kind of going into it, cool, but what you don't know is you can't fucking just type shit the way it's supposed to be. A keyboard's supposed to auto-populate. That doesn't happen. You have to input fucking Steam, hit this stupid button, and then you gotta go over and hit the fucking X button.
No, please, anything but the buttons. I do not want to press the buttons.
And it's just so stupid all the time, bro. Like, this device is the most enraging. Bro, listen to this fan. Fucking taking off like a carrier jet.
You know a fan's bad when you have to put your camera close to the fan so that you can have your audience hear what the fans sound like.
Why? Nothing's running. Literally, it's just nothing's running. And it does that shit periodically.
You know what they all say. If nothing is running on the computer, then the CPU can be allowed to overheat itself. That's what I learned in my IT class last year.
Like, it's annoying. Here it goes again. Ramping up to take off. Thank you for flying Delta Airlines. The fuck? It's terrible. Listen to that. Loud ass fans. Ain't got shit running, bro. And it doesn't matter. I know people are going to try to complain. Oh, it's because you have the case in there. Bro, it could be in your hands and it'll still do that shit. So whether it's in its case or in your hands, that doesn't matter. Like, I don't understand, man.
Did you know that if you cover the back fans on the Steam Deck, then the top fans will start to become louder? Wow! I didn't know! It's almost like the top fans are pushing out more air to compensate for the fact that the back fans can't intake air.
And this device here, bro, like, it's a try-hard in my opinion. Like, it's like, I don't really fuck with it because it's just like, how do you not get the basics of a fucking handheld correct? See, the difference between something like this and Nintendo Switch, everything I want to work on Nintendo Switch works on Nintendo Switch. Like, there's no me having to figure out extra steps or some shit. Like, and I don't fuck with Linux at all, dude. Like, I fucking hate that platform.
Another difference between the Steam Deck and the Nintendo Switch is that with the Nintendo Switch, the developers had no choice but to bother porting their games to the Switch and developing their games for the Switch.
Period. And the fact that this is what it's based off of, to the point of, like, even basic shit being a fucking tooth-pulling operation, I'm just not with it. And this video is not meant to change anyone's fucking mind, okay? Let me just throw that out there.
I mean, you can't really change my mind even if you wanted to with those clown takes of yours, because I wouldn't want to get made fun of as well.
I'm not here to make you feel one way or another about the, whatever this is, the Steam Deck, okay? I'm here to let you know, like, if you're like me, okay, and you game and you mod on Windows PCs, do not buy this shit if you are expecting an equal experience to a PC. This is not a portable PC, nor fucking close to that.
After being a Linux user for a couple of years, I can easily say that it pretty much is a PC. It's just that you suck at Linux.
All this is a Linux fucking cracked ass device that they fucking pushed out through Valve, and it's stupid because you can't even play all your fucking games on it.
You're right. I can't play every single game on it because when I tried running Bears Vodka Balalaika, it did not work. And that was the only game I couldn't get running. Everything else ran like a charm, including a few unsupported games like Yakuza 4, 5, and 6. In fact, the game that you're seeing right now, Azure Striker Gunvolt 3, even though this is not Steam Deck gameplay, it runs flawlessly on that thing. And the thing about it is that it's listed as unknown, meaning that Valve hasn't tested it themselves.
Again, 25 out of 96, bro. Get the fuck out of here. You know how much of my library I can't access on this stupid fucking thing? Play it anywhere, play it on a subway, play it on a bus, play it on a train, whatever the fuck commercial they want to push. My PC can play everything. Every fucking thing I want, bro. Like, Just get a gaming laptop then.
Yeah, just get a gaming laptop over the Steam Deck, even though it's bulkier. The ones that are about as par as the Steam Decks is like significantly more expensive, and the ones that are about the same price as the Steam Deck runs like shit. Just get a laptop.
Like, honestly, invest in that. If you're a serious gamer, you get one of those RTX graphics cards in your laptop, spend a couple thousand. If you're not that serious and all you want to do is emulate, you don't even have to go that high up. Spend maybe what, $1,000? I mean, really, it's not that fucking hard.
Remember, kids, if you can't bother to read simple instructions, or you just can't read at all, just spend an extra $600 to $400 on a gaming laptop to do the same things that the Steam Deck could do, but slightly worse when it comes to the higher end games.
This shit's trash, man, and I'm sitting here like really like I'm genuinely going on for almost 10 minutes because I'm like literally pissed off about this, because all this is like some stupid ass cash grab, bro. And like there's no worse feeling as a consumer than feeling fucking finessed, bro. Like 25, bro, that's all I get out of all the shit I bought. Like, man, get out of my face with that though. So yeah, this video is more informational. It's like a public awareness thing because I don't see a damn video about this.
I wonder why. Is it because it's such a non-issue that you decided to make an issue anyways? Or is it because it's all a conspiracy and everyone is like in on this massive joke that, oh, the Steam Deck is the greatest thing ever, while in reality it's just a piece of garbage?
All the videos about why people don't want to buy it are stupid ass reasons like, oh, it's too bulky, it doesn't fit in my traveling case. Fucking that's common sense. But what's not common sense is like you've got to literally make sure that all these games are supported before you even buy this fucking thing, and like all the other shit that I mentioned about like having to fucking hit Steam and then X to access the keyboard is stupid. Like, I shouldn't have to buy peripherals to work with a handheld.
You literally sound like a family member of mine. Do the harder shit because it seems easier than the actually easy shit because you're incapable of doing the easy shit.
That defeats the fucking purpose of it being a handheld, but what do I know? I don't know, man. I'm over it. Hopefully this informs people who didn't know. Again, I'm not here to change your mind. If you like it, enjoy it, but I don't fucking like it, and I'm trying to get to that point in that place where I'm enjoying it. Now,
I doubt you're gonna be able to truly enjoy the Steam Deck when you won't even bother trying to run your games on the Steam Deck.
any of you experts out there that might have tips on how to make this a better experience for me so I don't like return this shit or end up selling it or whatever the fuck on Macari or whatever the fuck, let me know.
Oh man, that's adorable. That's actually the funniest joke you've ever said. Got me laughing like Titus from Final Fantasy X.
But so far, I'm not enjoying the Steam Deck, and I just kind of wanted to put my little 2 cents out there because nobody else has this opinion but me, so fuck it.
That was absolute hell, and I hope those of you who are watching feels at least half the pain as I do when making this. Now that's Quantum TV and his moonbrain take on how the Steam Deck is overhyped. Man, what a fun video to sit through and watch while I was making my own. How the hell did I get to 23 minutes already? Well, I wasted 2 hours of my life putting this video together instead of making a glorious art piece of, I don't know, something. Yeah, but man, it's fine. I'll probably get this video finished up and then get it uploaded and then go to bed and have the video upload while I sleep. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you really want to, you can subscribe. I don't really care all too much. And yeah, follow me on Twitter at Carma2720 for some funny art posts. And I'll see you guys next time with either another quantum video or whatever the fuck I come up with my brain.